Greetings gastronauts, this is KeefCooks, I'm Keef, and it's a new year, 2025, Happy New Year. So been a bit busy of late and will be a bit busy the next week or two because we're going away to somewhere exotic, and I'll tell you about that after we've done it. So I'm going to do a very simple but quite amazing dish. I'm going to make steak tartare. Yeah. And what's brought that on, Keefy? Well, last week our son and his girlfriend were here and we went out for dinner. We went to a Polish restaurant, which I've never done before, so I was quite excited about that. And for my starter I had steak tartare, which came with a shot of vodka. That wasn't the reason I chose it, by the way. Anyway, I've never had it before and I absolutely adored it. It was brilliant. You just can't imagine how such simple, uncooked ingredients could taste so good. So, it's a salad. It's very healthy. If you enjoy this video, give it a like, share, subscribe, etc. And let's get on with it. Steak tartare. Okay, ingredients for your steak tartare. You want some lean steak, the best quality you can get. This is fillet. It cost me an arm and a leg. Ouch. But you could use rump or sirloin. And then you want a shallot or two. I've got some cornichons and I've got about, a couple of teaspoons of capers, and they all want to be real finely chopped. Got salt and pepper to taste, a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, a couple of drops of Tabasco, and somebody remind me to get a new bottle, please. And Worcestershire sauce, but I'm in Yorkshire, so I've got Hendo's, which is not the same as Worcester sauce, but it is very similar. You'll also want some sourdough bread and, optionally, a shot of vodka. Oh yeah. So I'll start by chopping up the little veggies, the shallots, cornichon and the capers. And if you can't get cornichons, you could use just ordinary pickled gherkins. Same kind of thing, but pickled gherkins tend to be a bit sweeter. Mini magic knife? Why not? And now we'll chop the cornichons. And chop the capers up a bit as well. Okay, now we'll do the meat. So you want to get rid of any fat, sinew or silver skin that's on there. This stuff here is the silver skin, and it's kind of hard to remove, but kind of important that you do it. This was 230 grams of fillet steak. It'd be fine for two people. Obviously, if you want more, you can do that. Okay, now we need to chop this as finely as we can. And I strongly recommend that you don't use a food processor because you'll just end up with like meat paste. And, so it doesn't have the texture. It's not, it's not that great. And like most old dishes, there are stories about its origin. This was supposedly consumed by poor people who didn't have cookers. But I very much doubt that they would have had fillet steak either. Okay, time to assemble it. So I've got, one thing I forgot to mention, you need an egg yolk for each person. So I've got these super duper ones where I think the chickens are being fed on carrots, so their yolks are pretty bright. So put the meat into a bowl. And what you do next is up to you. You can chuck everything in and mix it all together, or you can leave some of the work for the consumer to do, which is a little bit more fun. So that's what we'll do. And that means they mix in their own capers, cornichons and onions and egg yolk, but we need to mix everything else in. So, teaspoon of Dijon mustard, good splash of Worcester sauce or similar, some Tabasco, Yeah. And plenty of salt and pepper. I saw one recipe by Rick Stein who specified 20 grinds of black pepper. So I'm not specifying that and I'm not counting. Anyway, that seems like enough. So just mix that all together. Alright, we'll set that aside and just let the flavours kind of get to know each other. And while that's happening, I'll do some toast. Not your normal everyday toast. This is sourdough. I'm going to slice it pretty thinly. Now we'll drizzle these with olive oil. And I'm going to pop them in a hot air fryer for I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes till they're toasted. You could just stick them in a grill. You could maybe stick them in a toaster, but there's a strong chance you'd lose them. Just separate the egg yolks while the toaster's doing its thing. Okay, time to dish it up. So I'll just put half it in a ring in a bowl. Okay, and then get rid of the ring, make a little dimple in the top and slide your egg yolk in. And then we'll just pile the vegetables around our raw burger. And now it's taste test time with Mrs. KeefCooks again. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! I'm singing a song, I don't know what you're doing. Anyway, salad de boeuf.
Hey, what? Oh, right.
Big salad, isn't it? It's raw.
Yeah, and thank you for not putting a raw egg on mine.
Yeah.
I know it's part of it, but no.
Okay.
Not my taste.
Here's the story. We did this yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
She had the vodka and the raw egg, and I forgot to turn the camera on.
So
okay, it's on. It's definitely on. So
anyway,
here it is again.
I can say what I said yesterday, which is that this is amazing. We had it at no, you ordered steak tartare at a Polish restaurant here in Leeds. It's called Cracovia. And
details in the description below, and please go if you're ever in North Leeds.
Yeah. So, you know, I looked at this, at what he got, and this raw egg sitting on top of it, and thought, oh, no thank you. But I had a taste, and yeah, it was terrific.
Yeah, so we had a little debate yesterday about what that egg is doing. Is it binding it, like, you know, in dodgy burger recipes, or is it just a bit of richness? And I don't know. Probably a bit of both. Anyway, you have to mix it all together. And you have to sip your vodka. Actually, you do not. Our waitress, Monica, at Cracovia, she spotted me sipping it.
Told him off.
Told me off and said, down in one.
So he did, and he didn't die.
I didn't die. And it warms you up and probably cooks the beef while it's going down.
Anyway, so yeah, I had the shot of vodka yesterday and didn't die either, as you can see, but not now.
It's still magnificent. It just amazes me how tasty it is. You know, it's just raw meat with some stuff, but oh my goodness.
But this really is so worth doing as a special treat once in a blue moon. It's amazing. If you've never tried it, if you've ever thought, I'm not eating raw meat.
No, it's
with a
more
raw
like,
egg.
I'm not paying that much for fillet steak.
There is that as well.
But anyway, once
yeah.
a year, oh yeah, get a boat and push it out. Anyway, it's really worth doing, as she says. So, thanks for watching. Happy New Year,
Happy New Year.
and see you next time.